Hi, this is Joacim from Hammerfall, and you are watching The Age of Metal.
Arose from the ashes, the remains of a time set aside. The warrior of Eden, bound by honor, his two worlds collide. On, with glory he came, he saw, he conquered. He gathered his armies, true elite squads, the Templars of Steel. They sought out the dragon.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel with the Age of Metal, and I'm here with none other than Joacim Cans of Hammerfall. After playing two amazing shows in this ship, 70,000 tons, being there for the second time, you guys been in the
Yeah,
cruise
that's correct.
the
Yeah.
second time. Obviously, this is our first one. Couldn't let pass in Hammerfall in the middle of the ocean. But we will start talking about today about Revolution, which was the new album of Hammerfall, came out last year, and they got a lot of reviews and a lot of good top numbers in charts. Now, this album came a little bit more as old school. Personally, how I feel it, it's like a little more reminiscences of back in the day. That one, that part, am I correct? First, and it came out natural, or how was the process for Revolution?
Well, thing is, the album came out in 2014. I mean, that was
2
almost 2 years now. 1.5 years
Well,
ago.
January always sets me up because you're in 2015 and then you move to well, yeah. 2
Yeah,
years,
it doesn't really matter. But I mean, after we released Infected, we did a long tour, and we all felt that we needed to take a break
Right.
from the music, from each other, just to reload the batteries. Find the joy in playing music,
Right.
together. And I think that was the main reason this album came out as good as it was, because we were so fresh. I really wanted to go back on tour. I wanted to write songs, and I wanted to work in the studio. So this was nothing that we sat down, okay, we need songs that sounds, like the first two albums. It was
Right.
nothing like that.
Right.
We just planned to use the best, take the best bits and pieces from everything we've done, also when it comes to the production side.
Right.
So we invited Fredrik Nordström.
Mhm.
He was part of the production team, and also he mixed the album.
Mhm.
I went to Los Angeles to work with James Michael on the
Very
vocals.
nice.
And so I think we found the perfect recipe for a great album.
Right.
And also, I mean, even though that was the ninth album after 17 years, it still sounds fresh. And I think that is because of Hammerfall taking a break. And sometimes I think bands should do that, and not just go on and on and on.
Right.
I mean, some
It
people
resets you.
yeah, it does. So I mean, this tour has been amazing. We started the tour in November 2014,
Mhm.
and we will end now in Mexico City,
Mexico
in,
City.
in 2 days.
So, and this is we will call the end of the Revolution cycle.
Yes.
And then you guys reset for something else.
Yeah, we're actually writing songs already for the next
Oh.
album. We're going to start recording in May.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And when we will see that one out?
Late October, beginning of November.
Can you spur something about that album? What is probably gonna be about?
No.
Or, okay.
No,
Perfect. That's
there's
perfect.
not actually. It's
Actually-
only a couple of songs are done, but we're still struggling
Right.
and fighting to find the right direction. And
Now, touring the United States. Last time it was around 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I sent my mind to 2016. You guys play, I think, with Havoc.
Yep.
And band Havoc, the thrash metal band.
and Power Glove.
I'm sorry,
and
and Power,
Power
Glove.
Glove,
Yeah,
yeah.
which is funny video game heavy
Yeah,
metal
yeah,
mixing.
they're funny.
And last time that I saw you, I was mentioning earlier, was Prog Power USA. After that, I guess, was the break time when we will see a full force, totally on Hammerfall tour in the United States.
I mean, we really try to get there on every tour.
Right.
Problem is that moving the production. I mean, we don't bring the whole production anyways, but I mean, get the band over there, get the crew, get the working permits, the tour bus, everything. That cost a lot of money. And the last tour we did, unfortunately, was not that big of a success.
Mhm.
Meaning that there were a lot of local promoters losing money.
Right.
And when we tried to set up a tour for this album, actually, but the guarantees were so low, so we would lose money
Right.
just buying plane tickets.
Right.
So I mean, we need to. There's a lot of people say you have to come. Well, then you also have to come.
Yes, you have to go to the show.
Yes, you
buy
have to
it.
bring your friends. Go, because otherwise it's not going to work.
Right.
Because we also have bills to pay.
Yeah,
I mean,
of
it's not
course.
all about the money, of course.
Of course.
But that kind of the foundation of the whole thing is that, well, as long as we don't lose money.
Having 50 people in one show, 60 people in
Yeah,
one show, is
that
kind of
doesn't
not
work.
worth it.
That doesn't
Right.
work,
You need around
unfortunately.
200, 300 in the United States
Yeah.
standards, probably.
Yeah,
Right.
and I mean, when you play in Los Angeles, in New York,
Mhm.
you have a good amount of people.
Right.
But you have to get there somehow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stops, in between there.
Right.
But I'm gonna still have hopes for the US, and we really want to go back, and I think it's gonna happen on the next album.
Good. I mean, that's great. Definitely, it was good to see you guys 2 sets, different dates, and a lot of songs, a lot of old memories.
Yeah.
Like Glory of the Brave last night, which was kind of like going back to like 7.
Right.
So
right.
it's just
No, I felt it was time for a ballad. I haven't heard a ballad on the whole cruise. I thought, now let's do a fucking ballad.
Now, Hammerfall came out with this thing that is called Imperial Whiskey.
Yes.
Which I for what I understand, you cannot find in the United States. You
No,
find
it's
in
only
Sweden.
in Sweden, in Germany also.
Okay, where you came out with the idea? What is in this? Is it something different? Is it something that you guys made? You have an alliance with some of distillery?
Yeah, this is the second release we do with the whiskey.
Okay.
The first one came out like 2 years ago, and that was called Legacy of Kings.
Legacy of Kings.
And that was a single malt, a limited edition, 5,000 bottles.
Okay.
And that became so popular, it sold out.
Wow.
And I have 2 bottles left. That's it.
So I think you weren't planning an opening, right?
One of them I will never open.
Okay.
Never open, because that was really a very complex whiskey with
Right.
a lot of. It was both bourbon cask and rose cask,
Nice.
and it was so rich, so full, and no,
Mouthful.
fantastic. But then I wanted to have something more exclusive for the
Right.
second one. No, we did not be part of the making of it, because the Imperial is 18 years old.
Okay.
It's been aged for 18 years.
It's also around Hammerfall, same
Yes,
the
yes.
lifespan.
Therefore, we that's one of the main reasons I want to have the
Nice.
18-year-old. I'm also planning now for a 20-year-old coming out next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
Right.
But the way you do these things is we're working with a company called Brands for Fans. They do the Slayer wine, they do the Motorhead stuff,
Right.
they do Maiden beer,
Yes.
and they do the
Robinson.
Hammerfall stuff too.
Right.
And they're in contact with distilleries, and you buy like a big cask of something.
Uh-huh.
Problem is, the older the whiskey gets,
The
the harder it is to find any.
Fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we at first we wanted to do a Japanese whiskey,
Oh.
but
interesting.
because Japanese is the kind of the trendy thing to drink now when it
Right.
comes to whiskey, single
Okay.
malt from Japan.
Uh-huh.
But there's none,
Okay.
because they're selling like crazy. So no, there are no bottles. There's nothing.
Wow.
So the Imperial is more sophisticated in comparison to the Legacy of Kings
Right.
whiskey. But this bottle of this whiskey only came out in 1,200 bottles.
Well, at least a little bigger than the last.
Now, the first one was 5,000,
Oh, 5,000.
and this one is 1,200. only.
Oh my God! This is just gonna be
Yeah,
like going
but the
sold out
price is
crazy.
like $120 per
Wow.
bottle, because it's been
Just-
aged for
just that.
18 years.
Wow.
So it's
Nice.
really and people who drink it, they feel like, wow, this is for real. This is no
Right.
bullshit.
Right. So
I
I
said
guess,
no.
I guess you're getting 2 bottles as well, one to drink and one to keep.
Yes, yes, but it's so smooth, and it's goes like this,
Nice.
and then it's gone. Like, oh,
Nice.
Nice, good.
Now, 6 years ago, I saw you last time with Anders Johansson.
Yep.
And now we have David Whalen as a new drummer. How has been the change with that? Where did David come into the picture, and how has been the relationship with him so far?
I mean, Anders decided to leave the band right after the release of Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
We were, in the planning, in the bookings of flight tickets for the tour, and
Right.
Anders decided that no, I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay.
So we panicked a little bit.
Right.
Called a couple of friends that I knew, and spoke to them, and then this guy called. I want the job. Like, okay, who told you about this? I met someone. He said that Anders left. I want the job. Okay, so I met David, and I met him before because he's also a pyrotechnician.
Right.
And Pontus knows him. We just went out, we had a beer, talked about it, and then said, okay, let's do it. Because we didn't have time to have any trials.
Trials, any rehearsals?
Yep,
and stuff
nothing like that.
Right.
Only like... Sorry. So we decided, okay, let's do the South American tour, European tour, and then we see what happens.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really kind of risky, though.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
So we rehearsed in October, went on tour in November,
Wow.
and he's still with us because he really infused a lot of new energy
Yeah, it's
into
got
the
more
music.
punch.
A lot of more punch.
A lot of
I mean,
punch.
Anders is one type of drummer,
Mhm.
and David is, in my opinion, like the perfect heavy metal drummer.
Nice.
Very steady. He knows exactly, when what to play.
Right.
No, this song, and every time the same. So he's very reliable.
Nice.
And so we're gonna continue work with him, of course.
Now, continuing with the tour, Mexico City, and I know for a fact that South America is huge on heavy metal, power metal, Rhapsody of Fire, Stratovarius, Hammerfall. We get every time that we hear those names, we would want to be there as a South American. What is the expectation for Mexico City?
I heard yesterday it's sold out, so it's
Nice.
going to be packed and it's going to be amazing because I know everyone coming to the show. I would say in all South American countries, they're so devoted to the music.
Yes.
They really go there to have fun. It's not up like in Sweden. People are like, it's good, but it's nothing special. But there is, so into their, sometimes even singing the guitar riffs,
Yes.
which
yes,
is
yes, yes.
it's crazy. Now this is going to be. Last time we played there was 2014, and we did like 65 minutes, I think.
Oh, wow.
So now we're going to do a full show, 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the people that saw us there also going to see a big, big difference from the last time. Also because we had, play like 80 shows in between.
Right.
So now Hammerfall is like a very solid machine.
So what is next for 2016?
We just started writing songs for the upcoming album, still untitled.
Okay.
We're going to start recording in May.
Mhm.
We're looking at a release at the end of October, early November. So no live shows. So the Mexico show would be the last show we do this year. Yes.
Okay. So and we will see the return of Hector on the new album, I suppose.
Well, he was already back on Revolution. He was also infected somehow.
Yes, somehow.
Somehow.
It was like looking for Wally. Where is Wally?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, of course. I mean, Hector is such a big thing for us. He's a trademark.
One thing that caught my attention when you released Cans, your solo album, a couple of years back. We'll expect. I mean, what's kind of like different thing, and what is in that front? Is it something you continue, something that is end, one time thing? What's kind of?
I mean, after I was done with that album, I had a lot of frustration, within myself that I had to channelize into something.
Mhm.
So I decided to make this solo album.
Mhm.
But after then, I felt that I was done with that after that
Okay.
album.
Okay.
We did a short tour, but everything I really wanted to do was in Hammerfall, so
Right,
I didn't
right.
really see a need for it.
Okay.
Though I did and I released an album in Sweden 2 years ago in Swedish, more like a folk pop singer songwriter
Really?
tradition. Yes,
Because you won a contest, or you were a judge of a contest in Sweden, right? Of a music contest, or one artist, one of those type of thing of.
I do a lot of TV in
there
Sweden.
we go.
I won actually something called the Clash of the Choirs.
That's what I hear. Yeah, that's what I hear.
So I won the premiere season. I won.
That's cool.
So that kind of made it for me in Sweden, being able to do other things.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, definitely, great shows. The last 2 shows that we have
Thank
here
you.
at 17,000 Tons. we still wanted to see Hammerfall in the United States. There's finals there out there. I saw them last night. I saw them the night before, and I know that probably is spread out. But definitely looking forward for more Hammerfall, more years, probably another 20 years. And for the new album, you just got me excited. I didn't know that you guys were working on, so I'm really excited because Revolution was just the perfect comeback they can feel from the album.
Yeah, I think
Thank you
the
very much,
US
Joaquin.
needs a metal revolution now, so
Yeah,
I think we have to
definitely.
come back. Maybe we start a crowdfunding or something. I don't know.
That works. That works for
Yeah.
bands. Well, Joaquin, thank you very much, and definitely good luck with Mexico, and definitely looking forward for the next album.
Oh, thank you very much. Cheers.